What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna go to Brooklyn, New York. I'm not happy that I'm going there, but I have to go there. So right now we're leaving from CDW 5. Long story short, my first stop that I had to go pick up a load to drop it off at EWR 9. What I was picking up from there was empty carts. They didn't have any empty carts, so I had to just bobtail out from there, go to EWR 9 so I could pick up an empty to take to the third party in Brooklyn called KRM Supermarket, which some of you guys kind of know where's it at. I hate that place because it's just so tight getting there. But anyways, I went to EWR R9 to pick up a empty trailer, but they didn't have any. They sent me to their offsite over here at CDW 5. So I already picked up an empty now, so finally picked up an empty trailer, and now we're gonna go over there to Brooklyn, New York. From Brooklyn, New York, we gotta come back to South Jersey, I believe, drop it off and pick up an empty trailer, and then I think I got 2 more stops after that. So technically we had about 5 stops today, and round trip is not that much, like the miles, I think it's 180 miles, but I just hate going to New York because you guys are gonna see when I get into Brooklyn why I don't like going there. It's just so tight and cramped, very tight, and especially with the snow, I hope they have it clean because it's just literally a narrow street and I have to park it on the side, parallel park it. But if there's snow and stuff in the way, then I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna see once we get there. Hopefully it's clean by now. And I ate my breakfast right now, so I'm kind of good. It's around 1:38. I was supposed to arrive there at 1:50, but the truck that I was supposed to take, the hood wasn't latching, it wasn't locking. So they were taking a look at that, and that's kind of why I started off a little late today. But we're gonna go over there. We should be arriving in Brooklyn by 2:20, I want to say, so maybe like 40 minutes. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, press the bell's notification button, comment, and let's get to this video. Let's get this, the first day of the work week, so let's get it. And we're hopping on Verrazano Bridge right now on our way to Brooklyn, and not a lot of traffic, thankfully. We don't have that much traffic today. Well, that's for now. I still don't know how it is once we get into New York, Queens, and Brooklyn. Could be traffic there, but for now it's looking like we're pretty much good. And it says we're gonna arrive there in about 18 minutes, so I think there's probably not that much traffic. That's the reason why we're getting there pretty quick, which is good, because after that we could just come back, leave New York. We don't have to be there all day, because I hate being over there. And I'm a little sleepy too, damn. I do not feel like coming to work today. Today is the first day of the work week. Today is Sunday, first day of the month, February 1st. And damn, it's crazy. January's already done, now we're in February. 2 more months, guys, and then winter is over, because let me tell you, I do not like the winter, bro. It's been cold. Usually I'm never this cold. I don't really get cold like that, but 0 degrees, I think 2 days ago, was crazy. But you guys can see we're on the Verrazano Bridge, and I think over there to my left is New York City, Manhattan. You can see the skyline. It's kind of hard to see. And then to our right we have Long Island, and I believe Coney Island is somewhere on that side over there, and also the JFK airport, because I know we're not too far from there. We're definitely not that far. And I forget that I have an empty, and I can feel the wind up here. That's the only thing I hate about taking empties across bridges, is you can feel every little wind. Even if it's 20-mile-per-hour winds, you feel that thing. But we're coming off the bridge right now, and like I said, we're about to be there. Once we pull in, all I gotta really do is just parallel park, wait for them. We're picking up pallets, empty wood pallets, and from there, once that's pretty much full to the end of a full trailer of pallets, then we just take that back to New Jersey. So it's pretty easy for the most part. I just getting there is probably the toughest part, and just parking on the side. But then the rest is pretty much easy, because you're just chilling in the truck until they're finished. But we are officially in New York now. We're on the Brooklyn Queens Expressway. There's really not that much traffic. I'm really happy. I'm surprised. It's Sunday. Maybe because it's cold. I don't think nobody wants to be out. But I'm surprised it's not really that much traffic. But I'm gonna pick it up once I get there, But once I'm in the street, so you guys can see, you've probably seen it before in a couple videos like back where I came here, and you guys can already know how tight it is to drive here. So you guys can see what I gotta deal with. Look at the street. They haven't even, like, for the most part the street is pretty good, but you guys can see where people are parked. They still haven't like shoveled that or plowed that snow out of the way, so you know cars are gonna be parked more onto the street than to the sidewalk or like the curb. But yeah, look how tight this thing is. This is insane. And we gotta pick up from this exact same street, literally just a couple more blocks down. That's where we gotta pick up from. So you guys can see why I complain a lot, because it's kind of tight. Like, look at this, a 2-lane road, and this is where we're gonna have to like park on the side to get loaded up on. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why I don't like coming here, especially right now, like with the snow that people still haven't even like cleaned up properly. So yeah, this is New York for you guys. So yeah, you guys can see there's some cars to my right, but this is exactly where we gotta park, where you see these 2 cars right here. So we gotta wait till they move these 2 cars, so that way I can kind of hug the shoulder and then just kind of pull forward and back until I'm really close, and they can just load me up. But yeah, you guys can see this is a very tight space. Like, I don't even know why they make us pick up from here for no reason, just to pick up empty pallets, like literally wood pallets. That's all we're picking up. I'm telling you guys, this thing is bad. Let's see, look at that. Just to pick up here. All right, I'm gonna try to do this as safe as I can. We're gonna see. So I basically gotta park right here to my right. Basically right here, but I gotta try to figure out how I can straighten myself out. Just look at how this is, guys. I can't park any better than that. Finally loaded up with the empty trailers, and now we're gonna go on our way to Jersey. I forget what part of Jersey it is, but it's about 90 miles, so we should be arriving there in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we were just waiting there for a good hour and a half, just getting loaded up. But we're done now, and we're gonna head over. And like I said, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Damn, man, being here in New York, it's kind of stressful just because of how tight it is right now with the snow. I've seen cars that are still covered up in snow, and they haven't moved it for a week since the last snowstorm we had. So I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. I can never. What's the point of having a car if we can't drive it? But trust me, there's some cars still under snow, piled up, and they're just letting it sit there. It's crazy, but it is what it is. It's how it is in New York. But yeah, you guys can see. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. We're gonna hop back on Verrazano, same way we got here, and then we're gonna head over to, I believe is Palmyra, New Jersey, and then after that we gotta go to Cinnamon, New Jersey, and then Avenel. So we got about 3 stops left. And I think this light was already green for me to turn left, but it is what it is. We still gonna make it in. And this is just a lot of chaos just driving in New York. So we gotta take exit 2, I believe, and then hop on 2078, which will take us to the Verrazano Bridge and then into like Staten Island, and then cross over to New Jersey. So this was the hardest part of the day, not gonna lie to you. But now, pretty much good to go. Just a bunch of driving. And update for you guys, I do have an interview on Wednesday with the company I told you guys that I applied to. And then I have another interview the following week. So I got a couple interviews lined up in the next following 2 weeks. So hopefully something comes up, something comes through. Like I mentioned, I'm not trying to stay here till the summertime. It's easy, schedule is great, not gonna lie, a good schedule, but I just need more money, and I'm not really trying to do solo twos. I've gotten that idea, someone mentioned about solo twos, and I thought about it, but I don't know. I'm not trying to be away from my kid for a night. It is just one night, but I don't know. It just all depends, honestly. I wish they could let me take my fiance and my kid with me. Then that'd be different. I'll be like, you know what? Let me tell them to take off for that weekend and let's just go work. Sadly, we can't bring nobody. So it's just time to change up the environment and go somewhere else. Maybe something better, more money, and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna pick it up once we're on our way crossing the Verrazano Bridge and into Jersey. Just like that, man, we're finally getting out of here. Hopping on this Verrazano Bridge, and yeah, what a sight to see. This looks really nice out. It's cold, but it still looks nice. That's one thing I love about driving. It's pretty cold out, I ain't gonna lie. It's probably 22 degrees out, so it ain't the warmest today. Luckily, we don't gotta be outside as much. These pallets must be really heavy because this truck is struggling to go up this hill. And I can still feel the trailer, but it's not as bad as when I came here with the empty. That was worse. But I still feel some wind. Yes, sir. We're about to hit this service area real quick, or trucks area, rest stop, whatever you want to call it. But we're here right now, about to pull in. I gotta use the restroom, and we're pretty good on time, to be honest with you guys. Like I said, we only got 3 more stops, and they're all in Jersey. And usually there's never traffic to the 3 stops that I'm going to, so we should be pretty much all right. We should be good. Should have no worries there. We're gonna pull in right now to this rest area. I'm gonna see where I park because I ain't trying to, I don't mind walking, but I'm not trying to, let's see. I could park here actually and then just walk it. Or let's see if there's anything more up. Let's see if there's any more parking up here. It's a little bit closer. It's cold out here, man. Let's see, maybe something up here. We'll take this one. I'm gonna take this one right here. Just leave it parked. We're not gonna be here that long. We're just gonna go in, use the restroom, and then head back out. There we go. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, it is cold out. But we're almost done. Got 30 miles left to go. And let me see how much more time I got on my HOS. So we got 7 hours left, 7-hour drive time. We don't gotta take our break until 6 hours from now, but I'm gonna take my break, probably my last stop, because the next 2 stops are third parties, and usually third parties, they don't have like a trucker's lounge. So for example, Palmyra, there's no trucker's lounge, so we're just gonna have to, there's no trucker's lounge. And then the next stop after that, which is XEW5, there's no trucker's lounge either. So from there, our last stop is EWR5. I don't think we went there today, but I think this one does have a truckers lounge, I believe. Let me double check. All right, so it doesn't, but on the way back I'll just stop by one of these rest areas and use the microwave in one of the convenience stores they got inside, and I'm gonna just heat up my food there. So it's no worries. And then tomorrow, like I said, we work. Today is the first day of the month, which is February 1st. Tomorrow, February 2nd, and February 3rd. The other jobs that I'm telling you guys about, we might not have to be here much longer. So I love this job. There's pros and cons to it. I like it overall with the schedule, but I just need more money, and that's basically my driving factor. I just need more money to obviously have a kid, fiance, so I gotta grind, I gotta provide. So it's just not just, if you're just single on your own, no kids, no girl, no wife or anything, you're just literally on your own, maybe living with your parents or have your own apartment, maybe a small room or whatever, or a studio, this is plenty. If you manage your money right and put it into 401k, Roth IRA, and stock market, try to invest your money and not spend it on depreciating assets, then you should be pretty much good. But once you have a family, you have a kid, you definitely need to go up in tax bracket and make a little bit more money to be able to provide and live a little bit comfortably. All right, we're gonna go take this ramp so that way we can go inside. But we're basically here at the third party. It's been just third parties today, to be honest with you. 3 third party sites. The one in Brooklyn, then we got this one right here. And we're gonna check in. I forget how it is to check in. I think I just gotta talk on the intercom, or either that or text them or call them. I don't remember. I'll see once I go inside, but it should be pretty much easy dropping off this trailer with the pallets. And then I think they usually always have empty trailers, so we're just gonna pick that up and then head on our way to our last third party, and then from there go back to Avenel. So we're pretty much almost done. After these 2 third parties, then we should be heading back to Avenel, and then we should be right around the yard. So we'll just go back to the yard. And I don't think my schedule is populated for tomorrow yet, so I'm gonna wait a little longer. I think it populates around 6:30. Still got 20 more minutes. It's 6:11 right now. You guys can see this is barely anybody here, to be honest with you. And I've never came to this spot this late. Usually I always arrive around 3, latest probably 4, but it's alright. It's 6 o'clock, so I'm hoping this place is still open, you know what I'm saying? And then that way we could just drop it off and then head out, because I don't see, look, you guys can see inside the warehouse it's pretty much empty. So if hopefully there's someone here so I can tell me where to drop off. If not, I'll just leave it somewhere and then I'll just tell my dispatch, you know, it's closed. There's a spot where I could drop it off and then we could just head out, because I don't know which ones are empty. And they don't have no lights here, nothing. It's just so dark. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I gotta check in right there. So let me go check in real quick and make sure someone's here. If not, we're gonna have to head out. I don't like the fact that no one's here besides me, but that's fine. Let's get down. Let me put my jacket on too. So now let's just drop this thing off. Like I said, Dr. 4. We gotta just go really slow though, because definitely don't want to drop any pallets along the way. And I do apologize if it's really dark here. It's just, it's not there really much I could do with what I have. Trying to get some footage for you guys, and they don't have their lights on. Like, go. And just like that, we are out. But now we're gonna head on to our next stop, and that should be, let's see, I think it should be about a 20-minute drive. There's buildings right here, housings and all that, but it's pretty empty. Oh well, there's people living there. This stop is done. 2 more stops to go, and after this, like I said, I can't take my 30-minute break yet because none of these third parties have truckers lounge, so they don't got no microwave or anything. But I'm starting to get hungry, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And oh, let me check what time we have to go to. Actually no, let me check where we're going tomorrow. That's what I meant to say. All right, so tomorrow we got Burlington, Robbinsville, New Jersey, Middletown, Delaware, Staten Island. So it's not too bad. 6 stops, pretty easy. Easier than today, I'll tell you that. But I'll pick it up once I get to my next stop, the third party, when we're going back, drop it off, and then pick up a load. And that's pretty much it. And we have arrived. You guys can see the warehouse right there in front of us. So now we're gonna hopefully they have the trailer ready so we can just start heading back. Because I think, I might be wrong, but I think I arrived a little early. It's 6:44. Let me just see what time I was supposed to arrive. So I was supposed to arrive by 8:14. So yeah, we arrived like about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours early. So I don't think the trailer's gonna be ready. Usually this place never has their stuff ready. Like, it's always ready by the time you're supposed to depart. So if that's the case, I'm gonna just have to wait here for a while. But I'm gonna find out once I go in and get myself checked in. All right, so we dropped off and we picked up the loaded trailer. Now we're on our way to our last stop in Avenel, which is, I think, EWR 5. So we're gonna drop off this loaded trailer, and then that should be pretty much it. Like I mentioned, earlier, we got Delaware stop tomorrow, so we got about 6 stops in total. We got JFK 8, we got Burlington, New Jersey, Robbinsville, Middletown, Staten Island, and Staten Island. So pretty easy tomorrow. I'm thinking about if I should record tomorrow as well. I just don't want to overwhelm myself with a lot of videos, and then it's gonna take a while because I've been putting more effort into my edits. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since I have been putting more time into my edits, it takes a lot longer to push out a video than if I would just throw all the clips together, cut, and then just post it. So that's the reason why it's been taking me a lot longer, and I'm just right now I'm just doing a video per week. That way until I get better at the editing. Once I'm better at editing, then I'm gonna start doing 2 videos per week. But for now, I'm just trying to get as good as possible with edits. And then once I'm good and like I see the differences that of growth in my edits, then I'm gonna start dropping more videos every week. Me and some tacos. I got my guac. Oh, I just dropped my tomatoes. Everybody eat this real quick because I'm hungry. All right, we finally are gonna arrive right now here in Avenel and dropping off this loaded trailer, and then we should be pretty much good. Go back to the yard, fuel up, and do my post trip, and then head on home. So we're finally about to arrive. I'm so tired, but I'm just excited. You guys have no idea. I'm looking forward towards Wednesday, and then I think next week is my other interview. So hopefully we're gonna change the setting and where we work at pretty soon. Hopefully, God willing, we should be able to get out of here and finally go on to better things. But we just got everything's up in God's hands. Whatever is already planned for my life is already there for me. So whatever is mine and was not mine, it won't be mine. So that's just how I see it. I'm just always trying to be grateful for whatever I have, and I'm grateful for where I work at. I know a lot of people are not currently working, or a lot of people are laid off and things like that. So I understand. I'm grateful that I at least have a job. At the same time, you can't get comfortable, and that's the thing. I'm grateful, but I'm not comfortable, and I like to always strive for better because I know I could do better. Let's see. Tired. Made it. Llegamos. We're basically about to finish off today's work. We just gotta drop this thing off, man. This is it. And like I said, tomorrow we got about 6 stops. Might record it, but I don't know if I'm gonna upload it the same week as this video. We're gonna have to see how fast I can edit this video before I try to edit the next one, which is tomorrow that I'm gonna record. We're here. Hopefully they ain't changed my stops for tomorrow. Just stay the same. Yep, it's still the same. All right, let's drop this off at 307, which is right here. I don't know, I feel like I've been kind of like rusty with the backing in. I feel like I've been struggling a lot more. So let me see if I can lock in right now and try to get this thing on my first try. I think I might have got it on my first try. Woo! Let's go. We got this on our first try. Man, I needed that because I've been like feeling weird when I back in. I feel like I've been struggling. I don't know why. I'm pretty good at backing in for the most part. Always have been since I started driving. After like a month of doing it, I always felt like I was good at it. Damn, that shit hurt. This shit just fucking slammed in my finger. I know you guys, that's happened to you guys too, where you pull the the parking brake and it just smacks your finger. That thing hurts. But anyways, I'm about to just unhook and then we should be good to go. Head to the yard. We're getting some fuel right now. It's dark out here.